Hey everyone, and welcome back to the final spooky episode of Retro Wednesday, where today we're going to be taking a look at not so much a horror game per se, but a still sort of macabre horror-esque game, that being none other than Disney's Epic Mickey for the Nintendo Wii. So without any further introduction, let's hop right into this. Alright, and here we are in Epic Mickey. Now, I actually recently picked this up from a used bookstore, and ironically enough, they also had the fancy paintbrush controller. Now, I don't think this actually does anything special in the game. I think it's just a reskinned nunchuck. When I got home, I ended up looking this thing up, and apparently they released one for the first game, and this is the first game's one. And the second game, it actually lit up at the tip, which I'm like, well, what the heck, bookstore? Why couldn't you have the cool one that, that lit up on the tip? But that's okay. That's whatever. Now, I don't really know a whole lot about Epic Mickey. I do remember seeing advertisements for this on the Disney Channel, like when it was about to come out or slightly before. But I never actually ended up picking up the game as a kid. I did hear good things about this one. The sequel, hit or miss for some people, but for sure I know people liked this first game. And I said that this wasn't really much of a horror game, but yet we're starting off with a Mickey torture sequence, so that's kind of interesting. That's kind of horror-esque. I guess if you're into seeing Mickey getting tormented, this is the game for you. However, I am not the individual to be the most interested in that sort of thing. So we'll go ahead and continue the network staple and skip the cutscene and ask a ton of questions later. Hello, Gus. You're tempting this this machine with Dr. Nefarious. I don't believe that's actually called Dr. Nefarious. I don't actually know what his name is because it did not tell us, I don't think. No, it did not. Alright, so I guess we gotta go make our way over there. Is there a way we can attack or anything? Does this paintbrush do anything? If I wiggle it, does it do something? No, it doesn't look like it does. Okay. Oh, what is this? So we are safe in this spot, Mickey. This control panel can be damaged with your spin move. Use your spin move by shaking the Wii remote. Oh, well, what a shocker that the spin move is used by, or activated by shaking the Wii remote. That almost is like a staple of a Wii in a nutshell. Actually, hello? Okay, that just came through there. I wasn't prepared for that. If I spin move oh, did I just get hit? What happened? I tried doing the spin move and I went flying in the air. Okay, let's attack this. There we go, boom. Control center down. But yeah, I tried using the spin move just normally there to hit those boxes because they're all shiny, and if gaming's taught me anything, shiny boxes mean I can get stuff. So yeah, look at that, that's stuff. What is that, health? Okay. Not the most useful thing right now, seeing as we are full health. What is this? Quickly press the A button for a small jump and then double jump. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Gus. Thanks for telling me how to jump. If I was like a 10-year-old, I might need to know that information, because they might not know the glories that was the Wii. I mean, albeit the Switch has motion controls, but not to the extent the Wii did. The Wii, it was everything is a waggle, everything is a point, pretty much. That was the glories of the Wii. Now, see, a lot of people do not like that aspect of it for games other than like Wii Sports, but I grew up with the Wii. I played Ghost Squad. It was awesome to play my favorite arcade game as a home console port. I played Looney Tunes Acme Arsenal. There we go. That's a fun way of saying it. But yeah, I played that on the Wii. I mean, that's really all I remember. Ironically, I never owned any first-party games, nor like any of the most talked about third-party games either on the Wii. I guess it's just something that I wasn't really interested in because, I was pretty much new to gaming at that point. The Wii was my first, home's video game console. I had a, what is it called? Like a blue Game Boy Advance SP, and I also had a, Nintendo DS, but in terms of home consoles, the first one was the Wii. And we apparently got a bronze pin from that. Okay, that's good. It's a collectible pin, one of many you can find in the wasteland. My God. Most of them are unique and commemorate special events or places. You should see how many you can collect while you're here. Okay. So we got more items. There we go. Wiggle, 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 wobble, and they don't fall down. Do you know what that's from? You're a real one. All right, let's see. So I need to go somewhere else. Ooh, if I go up here, all these things were shiny there. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, stuff. Give me all the theater tickets. I have no idea what they're used for, but give them to me nonetheless. Yes, there we go. All right, Gus, what's going on here? Tell me how to use this paintbrush. Ooh. Oh, nice. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so they don't actually voice anything in here. Oh boy, I can't really do a Mickey Mouse. I haven't done a Mickey Mouse for a real long time. Oh wow! I don't even know what that was. I think I could do like the. Oh, I could. I used to. Don't know if I still can. If that sounded like Mickey, you know, then it sounded like Mickey, but I really don't. Oh. Are we gonna invoke the network staple here? I think we're going to do so. This is a lot of talky talk. I just want to know how to use my toy paintbrush nunchuck. That's what I really am here for. All right, let's see. What is this? Press or hold the Z button to use thinner. Press or hold the B button to use paint. Okay. At the end of this corridor is the courtyard that'll take us out of the dark beauty castle. Don't worry, I'll always be. God, that keeps catching me off guard whenever this thing talks. Don't worry, I'll always be around when you need help, even if you may not always see me. Something along the lines of that. Okay, so we will use the paint or the pointer from here. Okay, yep, there's thinner. There, I put some holes in the wall. And then if I want to use paint, okay, there's paint. Ooh, I got paint back. Oh, interesting. Oh, I can like straight up disintegrate things. Interesting. I did not think you could do that. So I could just delete these statues out of existence. Can I bring them back if I like... Oh, you can, okay. So that my guess is that's probably gonna be used in puzzles at some point. And that might be kind of a pain in the butt. Because, you know, depending on how well hidden the puzzle items are, I might not be able to see them because there's so many lights in the face right now that it's kind of difficult to make out things. Like, I could barely see the shadow of the whatchamacallit guys, those statues when we were walking down the corridor, but we'll see. If I missed something obvious and it was very important for progression, then woe is me, I guess. Be careful of that thinner pool. Remember, it can hurt you, so don't fall in, because Mickey Mouse in this game apparently is just like some little blob. Also, that was an awkward shape for that. Let's remove that piece of thinner here. Let's thin that. Like, that's kind of a peculiar shape if you think so. Like, that's kind of a peculiar shape if you know what I'm saying. One may say it's a little sus. Anyway, let's fill that in. Am I gonna get paint back? I am gonna get paint back, good, okay. How do I gauge, like, how much paint I have? Because it seems to be that I can keep shooting paint out, but the thinner is low. Oh no, I have a different meter for the paint. It is just obstructed by the light in front of my face. See, I told you, if there's something obvious that I need to see, lights are obstructing it. Although this, I meant more it was bright lights in my face. However, apparently it also can be just the light in general. Anyway, it looks like you can use thinner on the tune floor to clear the way. Okay, let's use some thinner. Skaplat. Don't forget that a thin tune can be restored with paint. Okay, so then I gotta put the floor back. Alright, nice. Yeah, so far I gotta say that this is definitely a very dark looking game. Like, you know, it's Mickey Mouse, sure, so it's not, you know, doom and gloom, spooky, scary like Resident Evil type stuff, but it's still kinda, you know, it's dark. In comparison to what Disney's known for, which are those super lighthearted, family-friendly things, this is kind of spooky. Ooh, and now we got ink monsters. Bendy, anyone? Are they dangerous? Of course they're dangerous. They're gonna be dangerous. We just need to destroy them regardless. Mickey, stop asking questions on if they're dangerous or not. Just blast them with some paint. Or thinner. I think we want thinner on these guys, right? Answer was no. We did not want to put thinner on them because that just pissed them off. Great to know. Alright, what is this? And it looks like they called in for a friend. Okay. Can I swag you? Okay, and then thinner? What? I don't get it. I don't get what I'm supposed to do with it. Okay, so yeah, it is thinner. Okay. More thinner. Burn them! No, not that! I want that! Gimme! Yeah! Alright, here. Get hit. Get bested. Get out of here. Leave. Be gone. Yeah! Ooh, what is that? A drawing. Ooh, a clue. Just kidding, this ain't Scooby-Doo. All right, let's grab that. Extra content unlocked, beauty castle something. All right, so pretty much your like main arsenal here is paint and paint thinner, and you just go around and you do some painting and some thinning. It's kind of like you know, an action platformer, I guess, like pretty standard Banjo-Kazooie type, maybe. I guess you could say it's Banjo-Kazooie. Is this of importance? Do I need that, or is that just for like a shortcut? Looks like that was just a shortcut. So, yeah, I mean, it feels smooth for a Wii game. It runs at a good 30 FPS, it feels like, which is nice, because, you know, most times Wii games were well below 30 FPS. And I don't think there's anything special with this nunchuck paintbrush. I think it's just supposed to be fun. Like, instead of you using a normal, boring paintbrush, you could use your Epic Mickey nunchuck or paintbrush. Using a normal nunchuck, you could use your Epic Mickey paintbrush. There we go. I think I said that correctly this time. Oh, we got another pin. Dark Beauty Castle pin. Okay, cool. Nice. Don't know what they do, but we have two now, so that's a plus, I guess. Okay, so where are we supposed to go now? Now that we have destroyed all of the weird little blot monsters. Is this the next thing to do? Use your spin move with the gear to activate it. Okay, remember that you can spin by shaking the Wii remote. Okay. Alright. Do I do it one more time? There we go. That is the gremlin Calvin. He's so happy to get out of that cage. Looks like he had enough to break that catapult. Da-da-da. Careful, Mickey. That chest is sitting on a pressure plate. It'll fire the catapult if it's disturbed. Do you really want to choose some e-tickets over the safety of a gremlin? Ooh, I have choices. Oh gosh. Okay, do I want to be a good guy like in BioShock and save the gremlin, or do I want loot? Well, I don't know what the loot does yet, so I guess we'll save the gremlin. All right, Mr. Gremlin dude. Here, there we go. Come with me. Thank you, Mickey. I feared the worst thing, which was being trapped forever. Doom and gloom. Oh, wait, are you fixing it so now I can get the chest as well? Okay, that's fake. I was standing on that catapult. I should have been flung. I'm just gonna lay that out there. Alright, now I won't endanger anyone else. Take this gold pin for freeing me. Oh, okay, so I guess it was better. So I guess instead of the movie tickets, I got a gold pin. I'm gold. Gold! I love me some gold. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so where exactly are we supposed to be going to now? Just continuing onwards and upwards, I guess. Let's just fill this in. Make it easier. Platforming's overrated anyway. I don't want to fall down in the hole. You know, because that would just suck. That would just suck. Okay, so. Spin move that. What does it do? Open a gate? Partially unlock a gate? You knock the gear loose, see the gate opening, one more gear will do it. Okay. Alright, ooh, Oswald is on that one. He's all triggered. Now, I know that the second game uses Oswald. It's called like the Power of Two, and I think that one came out on more than just the Wii, if I'm remembering the ads correctly from like, what, over a decade ago, I guess? Yeah, because this one, I think the first Epic Mickey was exclusive to the Wii, and then the sequel came out on Xbox 360 and PS3. At least I remember them being in the ads. But this seems like one of those games where it's like, it's just kind of niche, where not a lot of people like talk about it, or it comes up for sale very often. Like, I know that this is a game that people enjoyed. But yeah, like, I only paid like $8 for this game, so it was super duper cheap, which is like a sign of it not being like the most sought after game. So that kind of also, you know, played a little part in me deciding I wanted to pick it up. Because honestly, I thought Epic Mickey was more of like a $20, $30 game. But so when I saw it for $8, I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm like, all right, I'll get that. And since you got the fun little paintbrush nunchuck, I'll get that too. Would love to play some Call of Duty with my freaking paintbrush nunchuck. Nothing more COD focused than that. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Second gear down on a projector screen. That's our way out of the castle. Mickey and the Beanstalk. Okay, interesting. So it's got like aspects of Mario Galaxy with like the spin maneuver. Does this damage me? Okay, it does. So fall damage is a thing. But it has aspects of like Mario Galaxy with the spin move. This is a very, what do you call it? What's that game called? Mario 64. It's a very Mario 64 thing, is to hop through the different, instead of it being portraits as seen in that game, it's, you know, movie reels, I guess. Let's just continue the network staple, I guess, and skip the cutscene, albeit it's very pretty. It's a very pretty cutscene. I like the art style, but that's just something that is not what we need right now. We don't need the lore. We don't need the lore. If we want the lore, we'll play a second round of this campaign for the lore. So is this actually like our way out of here? Is to play through this sort of like whatchamacallit? This thing? What is this thing called? Is it like an in-between world, in-between dimensions? So we go through this thing and then we pop out of a movie reel on the other side and we end up in not a movie reel, and there's a film reel down there. How do we get that? Ooh, actually I think it's right back here. Do we fall in this little hole? Yes, we do. All right, there we go. We got a film reel activated, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Wait, do we actually get to watch the whole short? That'd be kind of neat. All right, give me all these ticket scraps. I don't know what the ticket stubs do, but we got them. All right, would you like to travel to Salem? Sure. I don't know, why not? Oh, interesting. Okay, so this cutscene is done with the in-game stuff, and then the other one was done with the cinematic, because I guess they were explaining the portals, but... Yeah, I mean, so far this game doesn't feel too bad. It feels like, you know, your traditional platformer. It is very dark and moody, so if you like Mickey Mouse, but you hate all that, you know, sunshine lollipops and all that crap, then I guess this game is pretty much up your alley. You get to play a more dingy, gritty sort of Mickey Mouse experience, and this guy just loves to talk. But yeah, with that, unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for Epic Mickey. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any suggestions for games you want us to take a look at, be sure to leave it down in the comments or pitch it at our official Discord server, link down below in case you're interested in stopping by. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.